Greetings, SPRB friends and family. I'm Nana Genesis, and I fully endorse 10-star General and Sharon Mango.
Thank you, one and all. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. We are in the midst of legends, whether you know it or not.
Yes.
We are here to go on a journey. We're going to take you back in time with the legendary Audrey Hall, and we thank her for being here today. Sharon, kick off the show, please.
How I am. Greetings to all. I'm Sharon Mango. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all. Again, we are in the presence of greatness, Miss Audrey Hall.
Oh, dear.
Yes, I'm sorry, but we have to tell the truth. We are in the presence of greatness, legendary individual who's given us so many amazing songs. It's just such a joy to have you here, honestly. Such fans. I'm a fan. Sorry, I am.
Thank you. I accept all the accolades.
Please do. Please do. We got to give you your flowers now, not yesterday. Now is the time for you, my queen. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Greetings to all in the room. Ray Hall, we know that you are Audrey's brother. Thank you for showing up for your sister. That's what I'm talking about. That's what family does. We show up.
Yep.
Hey, we show up and we show out. That's what we do. Rankin Ann, Angela, Helen, and iPad 2. Welcome to our show. Miss Audrey Hall, we want to go back in time and find out your very humble beginnings, because you and your sister have just, and I'm looking at, is this your brother? I think this is your brother, Ray. Is that Ray over there as well? Ray.
That's Ray. Yeah, he hasn't got his headphones, so he said he can't talk. Okay. We can hear the conversation. So
okay. Can you see him too?
Yes, we could see. Yes, we could see him.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead, Sharon.
So yes, take us back to when you started, or when you knew. Let's rephrase this. Take us back to childhood. When did you know? When did you love music? Like, take us back to that time.
Well, very similar to what Pam told you about herself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Sister Pam.
Mm-hmm.
Picture London. I may be 2 years old, 1 year old, 2 years old, listening to music on the radio, loving it. Loving to hear my mother sing. She had a beautiful voice.
Oh, that's where it came from.
Yeah. And I guess being influenced by all of that, especially listening to my mother, the live person in the room, always going about her business in the house, cleaning, cooking, and singing her heart out. By the time I was, I want to say 6, is when I realized that I enjoyed actually singing. And then I discovered people seem to enjoy hearing me sing. So they put me out in front of the classroom, over there at Surrey Square School off the Old Kent Road.
Oh, okay.
And they put me in front of the class.
People would have thought you were brought up in Jamaica, but you were brought up in the UK.
Yeah, she was, yes.
Born and raised till the age of 8.
Okay.
And at 8, we left and went to Jamaica. And by 15, I was back in the UK, back in school. Yeah, but that's when I realized that I love singing. And I used to just sing for anybody who asked me. And as shy as I was, I actually got up in front of the class and sang. because they asked me to. And when you're up there and you're shy, the thing that you have to remember is you don't want to look like an idiot. So you put your best foot forward.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was the early childhood times. And at that point was when Pam did her first composition. We spoke about on her interview with you.
Right.
Yeah. So the next brush with music was when I was about 13, and myself, Pam, and a neighborhood, a neighbor, close friend, we formed a group called the Petals.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and we wrote songs and we recorded one of them with the Scatterlights, but I don't know what happened to that song. We never heard it.
Let me stick a pen right there. So this was how old now when when the Petals formed?
First, yes, I was about 13.
Wow. Okay.
And Pam was about 9.
Oh, wow. Okay.
My neighbor friend, her name was Paula. She was the same age as me, 13. So, it's difficult at the best of times promoting children.
Yes.
You can't have them all over the place, all hours of the night and day, and we have to go to school, we have to go to bed, we have to do our homework. So it's difficult promoting children. So I guess that's what they thought, but they really didn't like the music. I picture it sitting on a dusty shelf somewhere.
I'm sure somebody's going to find it, Somebody's going to find it. It is somewhere.
That would be something else. Because that was
amazing.
That was a scatoon.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Now,
yes.
It was written somewhere that your early career started with Dandy Livingston.
Dandy Livingston, I saw that.
That's the next thing coming up, yes.
Okay.
I left school, started working with the Ministry of Health there in London. And, but I always knew I wanted to sing. So the first thing I did was join a band, a neighborhood band. They were like 2 blocks away from me. So it was easy for me to come and go.
Right.
And my friend actually dragged me down there and said,
oh, wow.
My friend can sing, They said, oh yeah, really? What song can you sing? So I said, okay, how about Stand By Me? Benny King song. Yeah. So I sang that, and
How does it go? How does it go? How does it go? Sing a little piece.
The night has come, spududum, and the land is dark, and the moon is the only light you see. Dum, spududum, dum. Oh, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand, and so on.
Right. Brilliant.
Classic.
Thank you.
Bravo.
So that's the song I did, and they loved it.
Right.
And they wanted me to sing with them the coming week, that very weekend.
Right.
So I asked my father if that would be okay. And he said, okay, I know you want to sing. You have to be careful out there. Please tell the band to come by, to leave out early so that I can have a talk with them.
Right.
Nice.
So I told them and they agreed. And they came, bing bong. Father said, okay. Come on in, guys. And they all were led into the living room. And my father said, Audrey, you stay out, okay? I just want to talk to the guys.
Okay.
So they shut me out.
Oh,
My
boy.
father had a powwow with the band. First band I ever sang with, their name was the Firestones.
Okay.
And he warned them, you know, as fathers would do, you know. Don't let me hear anything, you know, hear you ill-treating my daughter in any way. I'd like you to treat her like she's your little sister, take care of her, so on and so on and so on. You don't want me to have to come after you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
When they came
out,
when they came out and we got in the van was when they told me, you know, what my father had said.
Ooh.
Okay, I expected as much. Yeah, my first gig was at a town hall in Whitehall.
Oh, wow.
That was the first gig. And every weekend after that, we were singing somewhere.
Now, what year was that? What year was that?
Well, let's see. That was in the late 60s.
Late 60s, okay.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Right. So I'm assuming you're still in your teens at this time.
Oh, yes, still in
Okay.
my teens.
Okay.
And now I wanted to record.
Mhm.
And I just happened to see an advertisement in the paper while I was supposed to be typing at the Ministry of Health at work. I was hiding behind the typewriter looking at the news, you know. And then, so they said, female singer wanted or girl singer wanted. I said, what? So I called, as soon as I got a chance, I called, and the person on the other phone was a guy named Dandy Livingston. At the time, he was the second half of a duet called Dandy something and Dandy.
Yeah, I'll tell you who that was. I'm trying to remember myself. Dandy and Keith, Dandy and Tito or Tito Simon.
I forgot the name. It might come to me, but they had a hit called "A Message to You, Rudy."
Okay, yeah.
Message to you. Spa-ba-da-ba-da-ba.
Yeah.
So anyway, he answered the phone and we set up an appointment for an audition at a studio not far from where I lived. So I went to the studio and I sang a song for him, and he loved what he heard. And he gave me a song to sing that he had written, but I don't think he ever recorded that song. So, but I'm going to tell him I remember that song if he ever wants to record it.
Oh, wow.
He loved the way I treated the song, and he asked me what would I like to sing. You know, what would I like my first recording to be? So, you know, my favorite song at the time was I Second That Emotion, Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson.
Yeah, so we did that, and we also did Lover's Concerto and quite a few songs, singles.
Right.
And then we did, he put me on a few various artist albums. And then we did an album together called oh my gosh, I Need You.
I Need
was
You.
an album, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so that was on a label called Downtown.
Okay.
And Downtown, yeah, Downtown label was a subsidiary of Island Records at the time.
Okay.
It's a red and purple label. And
okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll call that person back. Yeah. They wanted to sign me, you know, and so did two other outfits. One was called Soul, no, not Soul. It was the Barry Class Organization, and the other one was Eastern Music, I think it was. These were like major labels at the time.
Right.
And so there was a three-way tug of war for me.
Okay.
And I thought, okay, I don't know which one to choose. And Barry Class decided to pull a fast one. You know, he got somebody in New York to say, oh, they wanted Audrey Hall to come over and tour, you know. And I thought, oh, I've always wanted to go to America. So I'll pick them. So I picked them and did a couple of recordings. One of them, you know, got some airplay. And right about that time, my mother said, come on over, because she had just arrived in America. And so that's what I did. I left England. I had a release done from the record company. They released me so I could go do whatever I wanted to do. And here I was in New York.
Wow.
Yeah, so the next thing in New York was singing with a couple of bands. One was called the Realistics, one was called the Stepping Stones. And then after that, I did a recording for the reggae festival song competition, which was put on by a fellow named Ken Williams, who was on the radio station.
The radio, yes, that's right. I remember Ken Williams. That's absolutely right.
Yes.
Ken Williams.
Yes, and he loved my music too, and he suggested that I enter, you know, the competition. So I said I did, and I came in. Where did I come in that? I think I got third place. The winner was a guy named Keith Rowe from a duet called Keith and Tex.
Okay, yes. Stop that trend.
Yes. And then a guy named Al Martin was second, and Audrey Hall and Rare Spice came in third.
Okay.
And after that, I did a recording for Keith Rowe called Groovy Situation. And that was well received.
Right.
Excuse me. And at some point between all this time now, I'm working. I'm holding a regular job, 9 to 5.
Right.
And because I never considered myself able to just be a musician, although I did do that. You know, in London when I left the Firestones and joined a band called the Colored Raisins. I don't know if
the Colored Raisins. Wow.
Original names, you know.
It's original. Listen, you hear them names, B? Oh my gosh.
My gosh, you familiar? Oh, thank God. Because nobody seems to know these days. But those were some hot folks back in the day. You know, they had top 10 hits and stuff like that. So when they said, come, because there was a disagreement, you know, between the management and some of them left. So myself and a guy named Roy Gordon.
Yeah.
We left and went over to the Colored Raisins. And with the Colored Raisins, we toured Germany. And we did like a month residency or a 3-week residency in Switzerland.
Okay.
And fun times, absolutely fun times, you know, getting to see the world now.
Okay, but at that, how old were you at that time?
How old was I at that time?
During that time, like what was,
Well, actually, I was about 18.
Wow, see, that's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, because when I was
doing all of that.
Yeah, I remember the manager for the Firestones being worried about travel at that time because they said I was too young to travel. And special things had to be special visas and this and that. But I did get to travel with the Colored Raisins. So, yeah.
So let me ask you this. Now you've been doing a bit of traveling and a bit of recording with notable people in the music industry. Who did you have anyone managing you at this time, or was this just you dive in head first and you're just enjoying your time, you know, doing recording? Okay.
That was it. Just dove in, having a good time. And just by chance, just by happenstance, people liking my voice sounded a lot better than it does now because just getting over a cold. Anyway, they just by happenstance liked my voice, and I would go and first it was, like I said, Dandy, and then Class International.
Yeah.
And then I left and came to New York, but not before I did a residency in Mallorca. I spent a whole summer in Mallorca. Wow. You hear me? That was
wow. That's heaven for you. Wow.
Yeah, with another band called the Black Scene. And we just had fun.
The who? The Black Scene?
Black Scene.
Okay, Black Scene. Right.
Yeah. And we did R&B and reggae. And it was nice. The beach was just down below. There was a swimming pool on the grounds, and then you just go down some stone steps and you're on the beach. And go to rehearse in the day. Some of the days we would be at rehearsal laughing and having fun. And then the shows were at night.
Wow.
So
you
great.
were having a way of a time, because I can still see the smile on your face. It's
Great
like you're living a moment all over again.
Great memories. Yes, definitely.
I tell you what, before we go any further, I just want to take you back to one of your earliest recordings. I don't think this was the first, but it was one of the first, which is Morning Side of the Mountain, right?
Oh, yeah, that was one of the songs that I did with Dandy.
Dandy.
On, Dandy Livingston.
Right. What what was that the first recording and the first recording where people started to buy that particular single, or what?
Not that I was aware of. It was on an album.
Right.
And, you know, the album was out and I never really knew what was going on with it because I left anyway. I left for New York.
Right.
And it's only now that I realize that people loved those songs. Mm-hmm. When I look online, people talk about, oh, those were the days. Oh, my mom used to play this song, and so on, you know? Yeah. Well, look at that.
but one of the amazing things is that if nobody knew your musical history at all whatsoever, right? People would be fooled into thinking that your career started with one dance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right? What happens, you know, that's what happens when you get a hit. Mm-hmm. I mean, for the wider public. Right. Yeah. Right. Before that, it was all about our Caribbean community, you know, the Caribbean charts, you know, I still have some of those charts with me on it. At the time, I was just Audrey, not Audrey Hall.
Okay. Right.
Mm-hmm. And it was about the community, and I'd be driving around and they'd say, look, here's Audrey Hall, you know. And I would be like, wow, they know me? How do they even know me? Right. You know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so those were the early innocent days.
Mm-hmm. So with Dandy now, you were known as Dandy and Audrey, right?
Yes.
Now, as Dandy and Audrey, how many recordings did you do?
Well, on the album, that must have been wow. Let's see, maybe about 25, 30 songs. Wow. When you count the singles. Wow. And the album and then the album that carries Morning Side of the Mountain, because that was a different album than I Need You.
Right. Now, I'm going to just play a few bars because you did Morning Side of the Mountain twice. I think you did like a soul or R&B or a pop version, and then you did a reggae version of the very same tune.
Not to my knowledge, but I'd love to hear them.
Okay. So,
because I saw that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what this show is about. Raising the awareness.
Raising the awareness.
How very apt.
Okay. Take a listen to this.
Okay. Greetings, my beautiful people. This is Shezi, raising the awareness with 10-Star General and Sharon Mango. Tune in and keep it locked.
There was a girl, there was a boy. If they had met, they might have found a world of joy. But she lived on the morning side of the mountain, while he lived on the twilight side of the hill. They never met, they never kissed, and they will never know what happiness they missed. For she lived on the morning side of the mountain, while he lived on the twilight side of the hill.
Now I'm going to play the reggae version, okay? Take a listen.
Yes.
There was a girl,
Oh, stop, stop.
If they had met, they might have found a world of joy. But she lived on the morning side of the mountain, while he lived on the twilight side of the hill.
Yes.
Wow. Ska, that's a ska version.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't remember that. Wow, okay.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Now with Zoom, unfortunately with Zoom, it tends to fluctuate from time to time. So 1 minute it's high, 1 minute it's low, and we've come to realize that's the case with the Zoom and the volume. So on my end, it's really high. So we're just working with it. So my apologies to all. Thank you to everyone who's in the building right now, all the names that I see. The last 15 or so minutes before the end of the show, we're going to give anybody in the audience who wants to give a few comments or say something to the legendary Audrey Hall is in the building right now. We'll give you that time to, say a few words. So that's how the show will progress. Now, I see that you've done those songs and you've pretty much forgotten about them. I'm eager to know, when did you wake up to the fact that you should be paid for what you're singing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? I still haven't woken up.
You still, at that point, you hadn't woken up?
Yeah. I was talking with Jerry Harris yesterday. Mm-hmm. And he was surprised to realize that how much work I have to do, Mm-hmm. I spent my time working a job. When you haven't heard from me and wondering what happened to Audrey Hall is working her behind off, because I don't like not knowing, like I said, where the next meal is coming from. No, and I don't like depending on people and asking, can you help me out? I have to pay this and that. No. So I haven't paid much attention to this side of things. And furthermore, I tend to trust that people will give me what I'm supposed to get. But, I've been hearing, no. They're not going to give you what you're supposed to get. You have to go after it. And I'm like, oh, man, Mm-hmm. So he's asking me, did you get royalties for this? Did you get royalties for that? I could only tell him that in the case of One Dance Won't Do, I got a nice chunk of change when that was, on the charts and shortly thereafter.
Okay.
Let me just stop you for a second. So some of the earlier songs that you sang, did you write those songs?
I did not write most of the early songs.
Okay.
But, as a singer, you're supposed to get, something. Now, the Downtown label, I got some royalties and statements. I still have those statements. But I'm being told by even a friend of mine, he was once the vice president at Motown Records. And he told me, no, you've got to look at what's going on today too, because I'm thinking, what could be going on, Nobody sent me a statement. So it's something that I have to get busy with, because like my friend Jerry, he's your friend too.
Yeah.
Yes, Jerry Harris is in the building too. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, he said, no, Audrey, no, you got to go after it. Because I know you, Audrey, you're too nice. Mm-hmm. You're going to sit there and say, oh, chunk change.
Yeah.
There are people on YouTube that's making out like bandits. I don't know how much they make, but there's maybe about 50 One Dance Won't Do's on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, you're not hearing anything because you're not going after them.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm working my money and I'm doing okay, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, poor things. Let them go on with that.
Really and truly, Jerry has a point, because me and him were talking last night, you know, and you're not alone with your way of thinking as well. I will, you know, loudly say, you know, Susan Cadogan, who's somebody I know as well, she's going through the same thing. Barry Ace from, you know, Desmond Decker and the Aces. There's so many of them who are going through the same thing. And I don't think you should stop pursuing what is due unto you, you know, especially songs that you wrote yourself, you know, songs that you penned.
Well, I did take certain steps. The songs that I wrote, wherever in the world they're played, I get paid for that from a society called BMI. You probably heard about it.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
And I've joined a couple others, but the main ones that I should join, well, I did join a British one, and Jerry wanted to give me a kick in the pants because I did not finish. Jerry!
Jerry, not easy enough.
Yeah, my list of songs. You have to get the list of songs and, you know, codes and this and that, you know, and when were they released and all that stuff. And I was too busy working, so it didn't get finished.
Yeah.
And so I have to get back to that, you know. I'm going to deal with all of that.
Now, that there was a part of your career where everything went silent. What was going on with Audrey Hall?
Can you say what year?
There was a period, I guess, just before One Dance Would Do.
Is that Pam and Taff?
Yes, it's Pam. It is. She's like it does. Pam, yes. All in the building.
My sister and my lovely niece, my lovely sister and niece, adore.
Hi, everybody. I have run out and actually in another meeting, but I just ran out to lend a little support and to say hi to everybody and to send you all some love.
Oh, yes, Pam.
Thank you, Pam.
She told me that she would, and I said, please do, because I was almost a guest on your show.
Yes.
I was right there.
No, Pam, I told her she was. Yes, I told her she was, in fact, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were you saying now, 10 Star?
There was a period just before One Dance Could Do, before you sang that particular song, where
One Dance Won't Do.
Yeah, One Dance.
No, it will not. It will not do.
It won't do. Maybe 2 or 3.
Not even, dude.
Yeah.
Remember, this is about a song where answering a dude, that dude being Barris, he wrote a song saying what one dance can do.
Yeah.
He had one dance on the floor, and she came back wanting for more. I don't know what it is that I got. you know? So he's dancing with this chick and he figured, oh, he can take her home then, you know? Because what one dance can do. And you got a chick and you take them home, you know, ply them with drinks or whatever.
Ooh. Yeah.
So my producer at the time was Donovan Germain, and he said, Audrey, why don't you answer this song? I said, hell yeah. So I am cheeky, you know.
Yeah.
So I answered it. I said, one dance won't do. You think one dance will do? Then I'll go home.
And with you, you're crazy. Mm-hmm.
And so on and so on. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, 10 Star. You were going to a point.
Yeah, no, I was, before we even got to Donovan Germain, basically, that there was a period where I, read about you where it stipulated that you went into oblivion, like nobody knew where you were or what you were doing. And then all of a sudden, One Dance Can't Do came to the fore, and you had a big hit with that.
Well, I'm pleased and surprised to hear that people were wondering where I was, because up to that point, what I had done was mostly covers and, yes, I was on the charts in England, the local charts and so on. So thank you, folks, for wondering where I went. I went to the USA, basically. Okay. That's the period when I went to New York.
Right.
And did the Reggae Festival song competition that Ken Williams produced during those years.
Right.
And did the song with Keith Rowe called Groovy Situation.
Okay.
And I was working hard with a civil rights organization. That was my full-time job, organization called the National Urban League. Seeing about the rights of people of color, etc. Anyway, also during that time, Don Evans, or Tyrone Evans, he's got two names, who was a member of the group, the Paragons, with John Holt.
Right.
He got in touch with me and said he wanted to do some music with me. And he had 4 songs, and could I come and do demos for these 4 songs? So I said, okay. I went to a studio in Queens, and I did the demos. One moment, please. I'm sorry.
No problem. So greetings, ladies and gents, everybody in the building. We see the legendary Pam Hall. We see Tafina. I'm assuming that's Pam Hall's daughter in the building. Yep, Tafina. And she's an accomplished singer in her own right too. She follows in the family tradition.
Oh, she has a lovely song called Take Away Myself.
Listen, I had to buy that song. I had to buy it. So, yeah, man, I bought it. So we're going to have to get Tafina on our show as well.
Yes, Tafina, you hear that? You're coming too. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yes, Pam, Audrey.
Yes. Right. I did the 4 songs, and they were demos, and he said he would get back to me. He never got back to me, so I started looking around for another producer.
Right.
And I went to Jamaica, and my sister Pam introduced me to Gussie Clark. Gussie Clark, Music Works. He was very busy. He had a lot of things on his mind, I don't know what the problem was, but he introduced me to Jermaine. Jermaine did audition for me, with me. He liked what I sounded like, and we exchanged, contact numbers. And when he came to New York, he called me to the studio to do Angel of the Morning. So that was the first song. Yeah, that's the first song I did with Jermaine.
With Jermaine, Angel of the Morning. Oh,
Yes.
Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do at this point. We're just gonna play a couple of bars of that particular song which you did with Jermaine. All right, take a listen.
Hello, everybody. Got to go.
Hi, Pam. Hi, Pam.
All right.
There'll be no strings to bend your hand, not if my love can bind your heart. And there's no need to take a stand, for it was I who chose to stop.
We had Sister Pama dance.
Did you see her in the background?
Yes.
Sister Pama dance.
Lord, she can't hide.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
Go for it. Let's see it. Go on.
Yes, it's all sorry, Angel.
There'll be no strings to bend your hand, not if my love can bind your heart. And there's no need to take a stand, for it was I who chose to start. I see no need to take me home. I'm old enough to face the dawn. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby.
Hi, Mikey. Hi, Mike.
Hi, Audrey. Listening here. I was a little busy before, so I didn't have the video on.
Oh, okay. Nice to see you. You're looking great.
You yourself, you're looking good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I had a great privilege of singing with the great Audrey Hall.
Oh.
I'm telling you, man, I felt so good. It was so good, you know. I said, damn, I'm singing with Audrey Hall. Oh my God. You know, Marty Butler's band, you know.
Yeah. A band called the People's Heritage in New York.
People's Heritage, yeah.
Oh, Michael Laban, he's got a great voice. Sounds like you're familiar with
I try. Yeah. I do my thing.
Yes, he does very well.
You know, it's my hobby.
Okay.
Well, let's go back to Miss Audrey Hall and Sharon Mango. Sharon, go for it.
Oh my gosh, I was listening to their conversation. It was great. Tutu catching up. It was wonderful. That's so nice. So Audrey, who chose that song for you to do Angel of the Morning? Was it something that did you write? Who wrote that song?
That song, you know, I don't remember who wrote it, but that was a very popular, that's a big, big international song.
It is a huge song. That's what I'm saying, because so many versions have been done, like when you did it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it was that guy, what's his name? I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And the decision to do that song was?
I'm trying to remember whether it was me or Jermaine. It was one of the two of us. But whether if he suggested it, I loved the song anyway.
Right.
And
Well,
if I suggested it, he loved the song.
Right.
Also. It's usually a mutual liking of a particular song. Yeah.
And then how many songs did you do with him?
With Jermaine?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I did a lot of songs with him. I don't know the number, but there were 2 albums.
Right.
With him.
Oh, wow.
So that's you know, and
a
bunch of singles. Yeah.
Yes, hi, Audrey. I just want to say hi. Pardon me.
Hi.
I have to leave now. Leroy Audrey from New York.
Oh, Leroy, you have to go. Oh.
Yes. And by the way, that song was written by Chip Taylor in 1968. Angel of the Morning.
Okay.
All right. So listen, you take care of yourself. It's always a pleasure, Audrey. And we're going to be doing something very, very soon. Okay.
Yes, it's Leroy Graham, you guys, a great promoter out of New York.
Yeah.
Right.
Also,
Bless up yourself, Leroy.
Thank you, Leroy,
Yeah,
for joining us.
Very nice platform. Very nice platform. And I left my website information. I'd like to get in touch with you. Okay. All right. Audrey, peace and blessings. All right.
Okay, definitely.
And respect, Jerry. Respect. Long time no see.
Right.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Take care.
Take care, Leroy. Thanks for
All right.
coming in.
Audrey, for you, anything. You know that already.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there, true tribute. That's his organization.
Right.
Yes, he's
Sure,
very, very hardworking man. Hardworking man. Oh yeah.
We'll have to get his details so we can.
Yeah, about to say, did you get that? Well. Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, but we'll get it from Audrey Hall.
Yes, I can get that.
Okay, so over to you, Sharon Mango. Over to you.
So no, I asked you like how many albums. Okay, so how long were you working with Donovan Jermaine?
Over 5 years.
Wow.
We had a contract, a 5-year contract.
Oh, okay.
And we accomplished all that we did within that time period, which was amazing.
That's amazing. Not a lot of people can say that, but that's amazing. But evidently he was, you loved working with him. Like, what kind of a person was he? Like it seems like you had a good chemistry.
He was like a big brother to me. We were like brother, sister, you know?
Yes.
And the thing that I liked about working with him was he's a clean cut guy.
Okay, right.
So if I went into the studio, there would be nobody in there smoking anything.
Ah, yes.
Yes. Cigarette smoke makes my voice catch, you know, like that. And he was a clean cut guy. I enjoyed working with him. We butted heads sometimes, you know. But that's the kind of person that he is.
Respectful. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know how he is now. Seems to be the same. Yeah. When I started working for him, and the first song was Angel of the Morning.
Right.
The second was I Want to Know What Love Is.
Oh my gosh, yes. I was playing that on repeat last night because I think that's one of my classics. Because of the lyrics itself. The lyrics are beautiful, but then listening to you do it, I said, yes. I saw you do it, yes.
I'm telling you.
Man, what a song.
A 10-star.
Yeah.
Great memories doing that song. It was done in Long Island, USA.
Oh, look at that.
And the musicians were Sly and Robbie.
Oh, wow.
Sydney Mills.
Oh, Sydney. Good old Sydney. Yeah, I know Sydney.
I don't remember who else was there that night, but Pam was there. And I think she was getting ready to leave. Yeah, she said she refreshed my memory the other day. She had her bags at the studio there with me.
Right.
Now, it was supposed to have been recorded the week before, but I had a terrible cold. And Jermaine said, okay, take a week to get better. By the end of that week, I was still scratchy. I wasn't feeling, 100%, but we have to bring this song to market because there's other people out there getting ready to release it and I need to beat them to it, So I had to pull out the best voice that I could. And Pam was there. She helped me. She helped me with the background vocals. She helped me down the tail end of the song, with the, the free flow of musical riffs, And the next thing was history, because that song hit the local New York charts big time. Yeah. The only thing that kept it out of the number one spot was Tiny Whiny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, boy.
Of all songs.
Oh.
Well, I tell you what, let me just play a few bars of that particular. Just do a slight little a cappella for us. Just a little teeny weeny a cappella.
I thought you were going to play this.
She said, why?
I will play it. This is a classic show. I will play.
Okay, but you want me to sing it too? You agree?
He said a little bit. A little bit.
Take a little time to think things over. Better read between the lines, because you need it when you're older. In my life.
Yes, right there.
With a heartache and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to take this lonely life. I wanna know what love is.
Wow, I love that song so much. I love your rendition. I love it.
Sharon Mango.
Can
you answer me one question, Sharon?
Yes, sir.
Why is it suddenly hot in here?
I don't know. I see the fire. I'm like, because the legend is in the house. The legend is in the house.
Take a little time to think things over. Better read between the lines, in case I need it when I'm older. Like a world upon my shoulder.
ooh, 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 ooh. And you know, your vocals along with, you know, Pam Hall is just magical. You both work really good together, you know?
Yeah. Yes. Thank you so much.
Now that song, was it before One Dance or was it after?
That was just before.
Just before, okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it was Angel of the Morning, and then I Want to Know What Love Is.
So what did that song do for you?
A year had transpired between Angel of the Morning and I Want to Know What Love Is.
Right.
And Jermaine did Angel of the Morning, and then he was off somewhere busy. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, well, I guess, I don't know what's happening, but I was waiting, you know. And then he came back to town and he said, no, I didn't forget you. Let's do some work, but I'm not sure, because usually, you know, he has like 2 or 3 artists that he's working at the same time, working with.
Yeah.
The case of Angel of the Morning, it was a singer named Hugh Porter, otherwise known as Happy Love.
Okay.
And he put Happy Love up above me in promotion, you know. Happy got all the airplay, and he was the one that he was pushing. And mine sort of went out and just whatever you do, you know?
Yeah.
When he came back, it was looking like it was shaping up to be the same thing. He said, okay, I'm gonna work with you, but the guys, his cronies in the business is saying, no, man, you have to work with Dobby, man, Dobby Dobson.
Dobby.
He's the one to work with, man. And so he was like, should I go this way or should I go with Audrey? Well, what should I do? And then he decided to go with me. So I guess that in spite of not being an Angel of the Morning, not being promoted that much, it probably yielded some kind of sales. Thought, okay, let me try with her again. And that song was I Want to Know What Love Is. And it just out there on the local charts, it just
what did it do for you? Share the memory of what that particular song did for you.
Well, like I said, I remember it being almost #1 on the WLIB.
New York, yes.
Station in New York at the time. And, you know, I got good exposure with that. Yeah, I got some good exposure, and it made Jermaine even more determined to work with me even more.
Right.
So after I Want to Know What Love Is, we did some more songs, and he said, I'm gonna promote you, you know, so hang on to your hat. I went to Jamaica to work on 8 Little Notes was the name of the album. And I Want to Know What Love Is was on it, and a whole bunch of other songs that we pulled together. And he put it on a reel-to-reel, put it under his arm and said, okay, I'm off to England with this. In the meantime, I had done One Dance Won't Do, but the cronies in the business was saying, no, man, that's it, that song there, man, you make the girl come out of the street, come fall down. Because One Dance Won't Do at the time was considered to be on a dance hall rhythm. You know, it wasn't tailored to suit a fine sort of a female tone. But I said to them, don't you ever make a song tailored for no fine female tone for me. I want the roughest, meanest rhythm that you know?
Yeah.
The roughest rhythm, man. They give me the rough, raw rhythm, because my voice And my harmony work pulls it into another category called love rock.
Right.
It is love rock with a serious rock. You
I
know?
will, I say. Talk to me. Talk
What's
to
that
me.
thing?
Tafina, where I said. I want to hear from Tafina.
Yeah, I just want to know what gave you that confidence, or what in you knew? Was it an instinct, an intuition? What was it when you knew that, you know, not to go in the direction that they were pushing you, but to follow your own course? How did you know? How were you able to trust in it?
Because I have a solid kind of an inner foundation where music is concerned, you know? And I know that sometimes when you can't draw from all sections of the listening public, you're behind the 8 ball sometimes, you know? Sometimes you can do a sweet song and, you know, a certain section, love it, you know, and another section was like, too sweetie. Want some, you know? Yeah, I wanted them to be able to relate to the raw, rocky rhythm, you know? And at the same time, my voice. So, yeah.
Thank you for that question, Tafina. God bless you.
That's a good question.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, he went to London with the reel-to-reel under his arm, and with one dance fling round somewhere, and say, okay, put it out, make it go on, do it, not coming on this album, it's not fine enough for this album, which was the thinking at the time. So the one dance went out, and he was pushing a song of mine on the album called, it's a Dionne Warwick song, Anyone Who Had a Heart. He was planning to promote that song.
Okay.
But one dance won't do with the rough rhythm of boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom. It came out and went round the corner and up.
Yes.
But he gave it to a guy, a street promoter, nice guy named Gunsmoke.
All right.
Gunsmoke know how to rough it, you know?
Yeah.
Down in them region there, you know? And he promote the song, and the song start rise up. Jamie said, "What is what I go on?"
Wicked.
Had to draw back after having printed the album. He had to draw it back and include One Dance Won't Do and come again.
Bad judge and judgment.
Right.
Sorry, get that out. I said
Yeah, man.
But that's how these things work out sometimes, right?
Huh?
That's how these things work out sometimes.
Yes, it's like it was meant to be. It was just meant to be.
Yeah.
Off it went. So then after that, he said, look here, you're going to have to try and get another hit, you know. We have to try and get another hit.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, so now this is another album now in the making. Hit, man, I don't hear a hit yet. Come on, Miss Hall, see what you can do. So I looked up and down came this song to me. It's called Smile.
Smile, okay.
It came with all the instrumentation, the bass line, everything, you know? And I sang the song to him and he said, yes, that song good, man, that song good. So we worked on the song, you know, and that had another rough rhythm, you know, boom, 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 boom. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-dum.
Yep.
Bum, 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 bum. And there went another hit again, you know? Simple lyrics, you know? Jermaine was not keen on me singing too complicated. You know, like instead of saying, you smiled at me over and over, which is what he wanted me to do, instead of going, you smile, yeah, you smiled at me over and over. You know, fix it, you know. He said, not too much of that, man. Just make it nice, plain, simple, that the public, the simplest of people who don't know anything about music, you know, can grab onto the melody and the lyrics and sing. And so there was another hit again, you know.
Wow. You really did smash it. Well, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play 3 tunes back to back. I'm just gonna play a few bars of each song. One of the first that I am gonna play is a song which is called One Dance, One Do, because I haven't played that just as yet.
No.
And it is a phenomenal song. It is a phenomenal song. Now, you still have a voice which is still relevant in it, you know, that goes well within the dancehall arena.
Thank you.
You ain't lost a thing. You still sound to me like yesterday I was sharing with you when I heard One Dance. At the time it was 1980. I just left high school and I went to Nigeria, and lo and behold, a couple of years later, I went back to Nigeria, and then I heard a song. Huh?
You might be my cousin for all I know.
You never know.
Hey, you might be mine too.
Test.
You might be mine too.
You're from Nigeria?
No, but I did my heritage. I did my DNA. And I was
DNA too?
Yeah, big time. Well, aside from a good host of other things, but that's definitely one.
Yes, that's the biggest one for me, Nigeria.
How many percent again?
Huh?
How many percent? Like 40%, right?
It's like 38%.
38%. Right, there you go.
Yeah.
So when I went there,
continent is big. From in my obviously you can tell just from looking at me, you know, I'm from the
real Nigerian.
You know? Yeah.
But when I went over there, right, your music was beating over the airways big time. You were a global phenomenon.
Oh my goodness.
You couldn't go anywhere in Nigeria without hearing One Dance Can Do or One Do.
You know, I never had a manager.
Imagine.
I never had.
Really?
Yeah, it was all about the producers. I never had a manager to organize and arrange and, you know, push me in certain directions. So what can I say?
So so share with us as much as you want to share with us. So you do One Dance Can Do, you do it in the studio. As far as I'm concerned, I'm hearing on the outside what that song had done for you. However, what did it do for you? Did you get paid for it, or was it just a one-off payment?
It was a one-off payment.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was smart enough to join a BMI, so I continue to get writers.
Okay.
Amen.
Amen. I continue to get airplay from around the world.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, for that and for Smile and other songs that I've written.
Yeah, man. That's what they call a counterpunch.
Yes, sir. I'm happy for that, though. I'm happy for that.
Yeah.
I'm happy for that.
Well, I tell you what.
I'm supposed to go after, like Jerry told me, other streams of that's due me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have to get busy with that.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Jerry on in a few minutes right after these couple tracks.
Yeah.
So take a listen to this one. It's called One Dance. One
dance just won't do.
You don't say.
One dance just won't do.
You don't say.
You think one dance will do, and I'll go
see that man standing in your way. He's my man and he don't play. No, no, he don't play. Ooh, I just wanted to see what he would do if I danced with another man. I was flirting with you just to see what he would do. Oh. Greetings, my beautiful people. This is Shezi, raising the awareness with 10-star General and Sharon Mango. Tune in and keep it locked.
I absolutely love this one.
Yes.
This sound of music that you hear, melodies blending in your ear is magic of a million years.
Pull it up again, pull it up again, pull it up again.
I had to do that.
This sound of music that you hear, melodies blending in your ear is magic of a million years. Don't ask from whence this music came. I heard it ringing in my brain. It's magic of a million years. The dawn of time, song and rehearse. The music of the universe is magic of a million years. I can't live without it. I'm dancing and shouting this magic of a million years. If music be the...
Hold on there. And the 10-star General, I drop them bomb there. Please, General. Please.
Anyone who ever loved to look at me, you know that I love you. Anyone who ever dreamed to look at me, and know I dream of you. Knowing I love you. So, anyone who had a heart would take me in his arms and love me too. You couldn't really have a heart and hurt me like you hurt me and be so untrue.
Wow.
See that last one there? You know, I don't like when they speed it up like that. Right. Sped it up and made me sound like Minnie Mouse. That's not how it was recorded. Right. Yeah, but I love that song. Yeah.
What memories does that bring back to you when you listen back to those songs?
Oh, it brings back memories of a great time in my career, you know? Yeah, it was wonderful.
The question was asked to you before. What was the relationship like between you and Donovan Jermaine?
We were strictly musical partners, not partners. I was the singer, he was the producer, you know. I made it a point never to mix business with personal relationships. And that's how that particular relationship went. It was all about music and chatting about this and that, like a brother. Oh, you like that girl over there? Yes, me like her, you know, and that kind of much like I did with my big brother when we were teenagers, you know. Yeah, we butted heads sometimes. But it was an amicable relationship. Amicable working relationship.
Right.
Now, what happened? Why didn't I continue? I can hear the question, you know, why didn't I continue working with?
She's definitely Nostradamus' sister.
Yeah. We were working on the third album. There was a third album in the works. I had gone to Jamaica to work on the album, but what I did wrong was I had to get back to New York to do a big show that they were promoting on the radio, you know. I couldn't say, well, you know, I'm here, but I can't go back to do the show. That wasn't nice. Not something that I would do to somebody.
Right,
because
right.
I spent money promoting it. I heard it before I left, you know, on the radio being promoted. So I figured I could get everything done and be back in time, but that was not the case. I was not able to get the whole thing done in time. But anyway, Jermaine gave me some backing tracks of a couple of the new songs that we were working on to do on the show.
Okay.
So I went back to New York. I did that. And he never said, okay, Audrey, come back. I think it probably has something to do with the airfare. I don't know, because I didn't think that I should pay the airfare, I guess. And maybe he said, I already paid your airfare and you left. He didn't say any of that. And I didn't say any of that either. I just never went back, you know?
Right.
So that was the case. A few years later, I went to visit him on a visit to Jamaica. And he said, Ropine Audrey, you know, it's been a while. Come and have a seat at the table and eat some food, which meant come and work again, you know, let's do something. And we did 2 songs, you know, but I never heard those songs. I don't know what happened with those songs. Yeah, and every now and then, well, usually on Christmas and New Year's now, except for this past Christmas, I would get a Happy New Year, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year from him, and I would respond in kind, you know? So it's just one of those things that happened. Him as a popular producer, people were swarming him, right? But he could pick this one, Audrey later, this one, you know, busy. Things like that happen in life, you know? But I went on to do an album or a CD called Reggae Zones.
Okay.
It had 3 zones. The first zone was music about conscious topics. And the second zone was all about love and relationships.
Right.
And the third zone was cover versions of about, well, we released it recently.
Okay.
Right.
Added another song called a cover with a singer that you probably know. She's a singer actress there in London called Lorna G.
Oh yes, yes, I know her very well. Yeah.
Yes. So we did a song called Oh No, Not My Baby.
Oh no, not my baby. Yeah.
Oh no, not my baby.
Yeah.
Oh no, not my sweet baby.
Yeah.
And,
Remember that one?
and then she comes in with a rough shot.
Yes.
I heard that. Yes, I know that one.
Yeah.
I must say, fully idiot, no matter. Pin up on you, man, because you will turn man. You must say,
yeah.
So that project, it came out in the early 2000s, and we re-released it just the other day.
Right.
And that song that you like, Fade Away.
Yeah.
My good friend Ken Williams, he has an internet station called Reggae Global 24/7. So you tune in anytime and you're gonna hear reggae music back to back. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was totally out of touch with Ken, and one day somebody put me in touch with him and said, "Hey, my goodness, how you doing?" He said, "Send me your music. You have any new stuff in the pipeline?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, I have stuff in the pipeline, but COVID kind of put a stop to it."
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I sent him what I had, and he picked Fade Away, and he played that song and played that song and played that song. He loved it, you know, and I appreciate that. I'm doing something else if you want to know what I'm doing now these days.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get to that, but not just yet, because I'm eager to know, because I know Lorna G. I want you to tell me how that collaboration came together.
Let's see now. I was working with a guy named Courtney Panton.
Oh, that's my good. You know what? That's my good friend. Know him very well.
Imagine.
No, what? That is my friend. He's actually going to be coming on this show as my good friend. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at that.
Wow. Well, so in between, let me go into this then. In between the time that I did the last song for Jermaine, along came Courtney. He said, "Come and work with me, you know?" And I said, "Well, I don't know. I'm looking for a good producer who can get things done and get me out there again, you know?" He said, "Okay, come and work with me, man." So I did. I went to work with him, and we produced with some other producers, a guy named Chris Scott.
Okay.
And he's a great, he works with music as well.
Yeah.
And he's a great technician. And Michael Barrett from Barry U Records, former Barry U Records and Superpower Records in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And so together we produced that album, and it went out there, and people would jump on certain tracks, you know, and say, "Yeah, man, this is the track." But nothing huge really came of it, because it's hard to get your music out there and move it, you know, like a Dandy Livingston and a Donovan Jermaine.
Right.
You know?
Okay. So I truly you know, thank you for sharing with us, you know, all that you've shared with us. However, I want to go over to Sharon Mango to ask you a couple of questions before we round up the show. Okay. Now, and Sharon will lead you into what you're doing now. Okay, so over to you, Sharon.
Okay, so before we get to what you're doing now, how is it, or was it a choice for you to have a manager? Did you choose not to, or it just worked out that way?
Well, with Dandy Livingston, he was a producer. I don't remember ever doing any shows that were put together by him, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just an innocent, just didn't know anything anyway back then.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that, oh, I should have a manager to do this and that and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but things went pretty nicely, you know, considering I didn't have a manager.
Mm-hmm.
Then I came to New York and I took the music that I had done with Dandy, the albums, and music that I had done with Class International, and Class International had given me a contact in New York and said, check them when you go over, you know? So I went there, and let me tell you that the American scene is nothing to be messed with.
I know, I live here, I know.
True. It's a horse of a different color.
Yes,
okay?
It is. Yes, it is.
So I met Benjamin Hook, who used to manage the Platters.
Okay.
I was working with the National Urban League, and the manager of my department introduced me to Benjamin Hook. And Benjamin Hook said to me, you know, young lady, you're a very nice young lady, and I'm gonna give you some sound advice. Don't try to get into the music industry as a singer. Write your music, and stay in the background, because this is no joke here. They will take you and turn you out. You know?
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't gonna happen, because I was too used to people just loving my voice and said, please, I'd like to record you. I was not one of the people who said, I would like you to record me, please, I beg you do.
Right.
No, that's never my journey, you know? So, you know, with the American machinery now, they have so many people out there just waiting for these young women to
sharks.
Whatever the hell they want to do with them.
Yes, true.
With the promise of, oh, I'll make you a star.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So, you know, I showed up at the contact as well that they had given me, and they were very professional people, and they said, where's your manager? What are you doing here by yourself?
Yes, right.
Okay, you know. Another place I stopped by was, I have a cousin named Madge Sinclair. Everybody knows Madge Sinclair. She was the mother in Coming to America.
Yes.
She also had yes.
Who's cousin?
Let's just say she was related to a cousin of ours. So I didn't get to go into the details with her, but that was close enough, because she was coming through family. The first time I saw her was before I left England. She came to do a play. She was an actress.
Yes.
She came to do a play.
Madge Sinclair.
We kept,
What was her name?
Madge
Sinclair.
She was the mother of Eddie Murphy in Coming to America. Yeah. So I stopped by her agency, because she gave me the details, and they were impressed with how high my voice could go and so on. But nothing came of that either. And so I said, you know what? Oh, I also did some work with Charles Ward of the Ink Spots. That's another group from way back. And he did opera and he did popular music. So I was singing, Lord, Lord, what always you know, and I'm being taught how to, and I say, you know what? This is just not for me. I don't want to sing. But I must tell you that opera is no joke.
Yes.
When those people sing, oh my God, you feel chills, just like when a soul song hits you.
Yes.
Wedding,
yes.
Hedge on those people with those wicked soul songs. It was the same thing with opera there. You know, I mean, singing their heart out, and you're like, oh my God, you know. But I was a part of that for a while, and then I joined. I started going to Edward Albano. He billed himself as an Italian count, and he had pictures on the wall of 2 Rolls Royces, you know.
Oh.
And this guy, hey, okay, let me go see. This is the first time I'm gonna have music vocal lessons, you know. So I went in there and I sat and I'm listening to him running the people through their, you know, and he would give them scales like and he'd play the piano and the people would go and I'm like so I said, that doesn't sound right. So when my turn came, I said, and he thought, wait, she's hitting every note. She's not going, So he took me under his wings and he wanted to promote me and do this and do that. And he loved my voice. And I remind him of this singer and that singer. But that didn't go anywhere because I left. I had other things to do. And he called my mother and he complained to my mother how he wanted to work with me and I'm not coming back anymore. Truth be told, I was having my baby girl at the time. And I took a step back from the business, you know? And so that was that. So tell me what the question was again.
Well, we started off with why you never had a manager. Like, was it by choice or?
Right. I'm going through all of these things, you know.
Yes.
And I went through to the point where I met Jermaine and had this big hit, and then the managers were coming for me.
I bet.
Let me manage you. I want to manage you. I remember going into this club that I used to frequent as a 19-year-old in London called the Q Club.
Oh, Lord, yes.
Yes.
The Q Club, yes.
Yes. When I went back, it was still there, but it was under a different name, I think. I don't think it's called the Q Club anymore. And, you know, you come down a bunch of steps. People coming up the steps and I'm at the bottom of the steps and this guy was pushing people out the way, knocking them down. Audrey, I'd like to manage you.
Yeah.
And Jermaine said, oh, this. Jermaine said, oh, that. You're not a manager, you know? I'm managing our work from where, you know? So he didn't really want me to get a manager because he had invested in me, you know, all the money, the time, the effort. And he wanted to steer that ship. So when I came into London, the Jetstar booked out a string of things for me to do, a bunch of radio stations all around the area that I had to stop at and get on air and promote what I'm doing. And promote record signing and you know, gigs where I would earn money. So Get Star did that, and Jermaine, and as well they were promoting the music. As you know, that was their business.
Right.
So that's how it was, you know. Somehow I never did. A young man showed up once and he said, "Let me manage you." This now was after the Penthouse, the Jermaine years. And I was starting to work with Courtney
Panton. Yeah.
During that time, this guy, his name was Bunny. I don't remember his last name. But he said, "I'll manage you, man. I'll be your manager. I'll steer the ship." So
steer the ship.
I gave him the wheel, and we did a song called "Don't Touch," which was answering another Barris song, but nothing came of that. And I mean, he had the aggressive thing about him, which I don't have. I just don't have. The only way I get aggressive, right, is if somebody's trying to take advantage of me unfairly. Take advantage of me or anybody else, especially my family or somebody. Like if I saw somebody start kicking somebody, you know, in the street because they're homeless, oh, that makes me so angry. Things like that. People taking advantage of people, I don't like it. I get really, 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 really pissed. I rant about this and I rant about that, about governments taking all the money and doing whatever they want to do with it, and the country is just going to rack and ruin. I rant about things like that. But to go up to a man and say, "I want to do a show in your venue, and I mean to do it. So put me into the situation and let's get the contracts." And no, that's not me. You know. So I, you know, he had that quality about him. But somehow that didn't work out either. That didn't work out either. And then I started working again, and I just, bread and butter coming in, you know.
So what are you doing now? Let's talk about what is the new things coming out for Audrey Hall. What is Audrey Hall doing?
Well, what I'm doing right now as we speak, I'm in Dubai. Yes, I'm talking to you from Dubai.
Living the life, living the life.
We're live and direct. You never tell me that. We never know about that.
Living the life.
I thought I did. Didn't I say anything to you, 10 Star?
No.
I know you didn't.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Well,
you told me you were in New York.
That's where I live. But I've been in Dubai for 6 months now.
Okay.
Really?
I saw it go, man.
What?
Remember when I had to stop singing with the Italian count?
Right.
And because I was with child. This is the child that I'm with now at the moment. She's working in Dubai. She's a teacher.
Okay.
And I didn't want to spend a lot of time worrying about her in New York.
Okay.
Giving her advice after advice, you know, wear your mask, you know, you don't get COVID. Be careful, you know, as you can see, I have mine at the ready.
Right.
All times, I mean, it's almost like an Audrey Hall thing now. I'm always wearing my mask. Yeah. Actually, it reminds me of I used to wear a choker when in my Chokers are tight to your neck.
Tight to your neck there.
Right, right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm here and I'm enjoying myself.
Good.
He doesn't have to worry about me in New York on lockdown because of COVID, and I don't have to worry about her here because I'm here. You know, fix up the house for her. I cooks, I clean. We go out on weekends to these lavish brunches.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Brunch is a thing here in Dubai, you know?
Rap.
There you go, man. Yeah. You get there about 3-4 o'clock and you pay a certain amount of money and they just keep bringing food to you, bringing drinks.
What a thing, you live the life.
Yes, and then they're playing all the latest music. When I just got here, they were trying to keep people in their seats because they probably shouldn't even have been open. Because you know, the first place to close down is drinks and food where people get silly.
Right.
So the music would be going on, and then you see a section get up and start to move to the beat, and then you see the security come, sit down. No, because that means your mouth is open and you your mask on and all, you know. But it was great, and they eased up on the restrictions, and it's a great place to be. You should have seen Halloween. The Halloween thing was off the chain. We went to Atlantic. Is that what they call it? They have one in the Bahamas. Atlantis. Atlantis is a huge playground. Yeah, they have a huge hotel. And so here in Dubai, there's one of those on the Palm. The Palm is one of those, that's one of those pieces of land that they built from the floor. You probably heard about that. They built from the ocean floor.
Yeah.
They said that in the world, this is the beachfront of most resorts. This is it, you know? And they want the world to come to Dubai, and they need more beachfront than they have. So what do? They build these islands from the ocean floor. One of them is called the Palm. You see the palm of my hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is beachfront.
Wow.
Beachfront. And each one of these is a major thoroughfare. You got residences on this side, You got hotels, you know, you got malls, you got all kinds of fun things going on these, you know, these palm farms.
It reminds me of the Florida Keys.
But the Florida Keys, yes, but it's just one way in, one way out.
Yeah.
Right, so each one is one way in, one way out. One way in, one way out. And it's all beachfront, you know?
Imagine.
Yeah, so it's awesome. So they have Atlantis there and a lot of fun things to do, I'm telling you. And that Halloween thing was off the chain. So apart from that, I'm getting a lot of requests for dub plates.
Oh, okay.
I wonder which ones. I wonder.
That's
yeah. Classic.
Dub plate. Yeah. So before I got here, I've been doing it, and the requests are coming in. So I'm trying to work out a thing between me and Pam, where I do the vocals and she marries it to the rhythm and fix it up, you know, and
right.
So that's another thing that I'm doing. Another thing
Right.
I'm doing is, thing I'm doing is there's a show called Versions Galore.
Mm-hmm.
It's a show where they showcase the reggae version, and then they play the original.
Okay.
Well, and I give you an example. What I do, I research and I send the pairs in to Reggae Global 24/7. That's the Ken Williams station. You know the song, How Gentle is the Rain that falls softly on the meadow.
Oh yeah, that was oh man.
Lover's Concerto. I did a version of that.
Okay.
But I sent a version in by a girl named, oh my gosh, it's a shame. I can't remember her name right now. But she did a lovely version, and it was produced by B.B. Seaton. And so I sent that in to Reggae Global 24/7. And I sent the original done by the Toys. However, there was another original done by Bach in the 17th century.
Oh,
okay. Wow. Yeah. It's called the Minuet in G major or C major. Not which letter, C major. And so instead of how gentle is the rain that falls softly on the meadow, his was bing 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 bing.
Oh yes, you're actually, that's right. Yes.
So I sent that too.
Wow.
So that was a what we call a triple play. And he didn't play it right away. I think he was like, is she nuts? Back from the what's the reggae massive gonna say? Are they gonna think I'm gone start raving mad or what?
Yeah.
It's not just one type of person that listens to reggae music.
Right.
You have all kinds of people, you know?
Yes.
Who will tune in and listen to reggae music and be delighted to hear, because it sounds so delightful, that boom, 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 you know? It took me some months of campaigning. Please can play this one, please, I beg you do.
Oh.
And finally, he played it. And I tell you, the combination from the B.B. Seaton production, I forgot the thing.
Annette, come forward.
Annette, that's her name. Was that, who said that? Did Pam say that?
Pam, yeah, she did. She did.
Oh, thank you, Pam. It's Annette, yeah. Produced by BBC. I played that, it's a delightful reggae version. And then the Toys. And then I said, now can mash up them head with the 17th century with melody.
Yes. Yes.
Put that on, and he got so much feedback on that. I said, see, I told you. I told you. Yeah, but that program, anytime you want to listen to it, it comes on 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that means in London, it's 9?
9. It should be 9 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Here where I am, it comes on at 1 a.m. in the morning. But I dedicate myself to listening because it's awesome.
Hello.
You get hello?
Yes.
Pam is on there a lot. Pam is on there a lot.
Yeah, just a comment. We had a massive but apparently helpful misunderstanding just now. Because when I came back, I said, I forward But you apparently thought I said Annette, and that was the name you needed. So, hey.
It popped into my head. It popped it into my head.
Who said that? Oh, wow.
That was funny. I Annette.
Wow.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
That's a good one, really.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's another one, a song from the 50s. Many a tear has to fall, but it's all in the game.
Yeah.
And then Four Tops did an awesome version.
Yeah.
Many a tear has to fall, and the bass boom, boom, dum, dum, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Out in the wonderful game. Boom, boom. You know, really awesome R&B version.
Yeah.
And then Sugar Minott did a beautiful reggae version of that. And that is another awesome triple play. So I hunt out the treasures. Not just me, other people send him things and say, yeah, this is nice, but we send it to Ken, you know? And they send it, and the program is taking off nicely on that internet station. Reggae Global 247.com.
Reggae Global 24/7.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So what else now? What was the question again? Oh, what am I doing
What
now?
are you doing now? So much is happening. Something's happening.
I'm with my daughter. I'm working on dubs. I'm sending music off, you know, for this really awesome program, and going out every weekend and having a blast in the clubs and hearing what the music is that they're playing, and just have fabulous time dressing up. You have to dress to the nines and look nice and go out. Whereas in New York, I was just in the house, going nowhere, just hiding from COVID, you know?
Yeah, that's amazing that you're there. I mean, we didn't know. And I mean, to drop those jewels, yeah, I'm in Dubai. I was like, wait there. What are you saying? Dubai? Where is?
It's a wonderful, wonderful place. And the people are so welcoming and honest. There's hardly any crime. You know, somebody's gonna do something somewhere at some time, but you could get up and leave your bag because you have another bag and you forget your bag, you know?
Right.
And you can go and come back and it's still there. Nobody takes it.
Wow.
It's amazing. Wow. Amazing.
So I tell you what, let's come to the, what I want to do at this point, I want to come to those who are in the chat or those who are watching. If you have any questions for Miss Audrey Hall, please feel free to unmute and pose your questions. Or if you just want to make a comment or whatever it is, we want to give you that opportunity. So anybody wants to say anything, now is the time to do that. Okay.
I see a bunch of friends. Yeah, my daughter is there. I see Mr. Myrie, he's coming to Dubai soon. Yes, him and his wife.
Audrey, hello.
Oh, there he is. There. Hello, Mr. Myrie.
We're looking good. See you in a couple of weeks.
Huh?
See you in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
He's coming to go to the Dubai 2020 Expo. I was there this past weekend for the Jamaica Day. It was a Jamaica week culminating in the 18th of February. It was Jamaica Day.
Oh,
so we were there for all the festivities. Jamaica has the Jamaica Pavilion there, and they had a big show in the Wassail Dome. and they had Abaja, what's his name? Abijah, yeah. He performed. Sharita, great singer. What's her name? Savannah.
Savannah, okay.
Up and coming, young.
Yeah, amazing, yes. Amazing vocals.
Yes. Yes. And they had Dwight Richards. He's a horn player and a singer. I mean, he really hyped it up, you know. And it was well attended. A lot of Jamaicans were there, and much more foreigners were there than Jamaica.
Right.
You know, because when they hear Jamaica, they hear Bob Marley, they hear Usain Bolt, they want to come see the people that these people from, you know?
Yeah.
And so it was packed in there. It was great. So, yeah.
So, Miss Audrey Hall, depending on whoever wants to pose a question, and once again, anybody wants to pose a question, please do so now before we end the show. We saw Michael Laban earlier. I know he was saying something. We want to give him the opportunity if he wants to say a few words. Let's come to Tafina. Tafina.
Don't be shy.
She ain't shy. She's huge. She's mega. What do you have to say about your Auntie Audrey? Say a few words.
Oh boy.
Well, I don't know why you guys chose me first.
Direct descendant.
That's the first question.
But I have the best aunt in the world. I love my aunt. She's so. We must never tell them something before, no. She's so funny. You know?
We all want to hear it.
I find she's so hilarious. I got to know my aunt more when I was probably 10, when I came to New York, you know, and I spent that summer with her and Maritza, and I really got to bond with them more, and I was very comfortable, and I loved being around her, and she's hilarious, you know, and I've noticed that she's very soulful. She wears her emotions and everything on her sleeve, and I find it so beautiful and empowering. You know, you're very strong in that which makes you vulnerable, and I love that. I think it's so beautiful, and you hear it in the way she sings. Yeah, you hear it in how she sings. Very soulful, and you know. Yeah, it is. And you know, and then I get to know her more. I realize she's also a feisty. And that's good. That's very good. But I love my. You're welcome. You're very sweet. I love you. Whenever I realize, whenever I tell them something, yeah.
How beautiful is that? Oh, Auntie Audrey.
I see a good friend of mine, Gloria Price. Gloria, we sat in homeroom for 2 years. Right. She's a good friend of mine. Oh, Mike is back.
Michael Laban.
I hear you. Say a few words. You have to unmute.
Oh, no, I'm saying that I was on my treadmill running, but I'm listening.
Yeah, we can see you on that track. So you're working hard there, Mr. Laban.
Trying to stay in shape.
Let's see you working hard.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I met Audrey in the I had a great privilege. I've meeting Audrey in the 80s.
Right.
You know, in this band, you know, this little band I used to sing in, and boy, I used to go around telling everybody, man, I'm singing alongside with Audrey Hall, man. And my daughter too, you know, my daughter loves Audrey a lot. And she sings also. And, you know, Audrey used to encourage me a lot to sing, but I was a little shy with singing. I used to hide in the back and play my guitar.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I see that you're all the way in Dubai, Audrey. That's nice, man, with Maritza, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice, that's nice.
Didn't I tell you?
No, I didn't know. I just hear now, you know. So.
I just assume I tell people this, you know. I'm
No,
sorry.
Yeah. I am looking at the background and I'm saying, maybe you're in Corp City.
No.
Yeah, you said Dubai, but man, I'm listening to all these the interview, and boy, I'm amazed. And there's a couple of songs that I didn't hear that you sung.
Oh,
Great, man. I love your voice so much. Sometimes when I used to play in the band and you start singing, I forgot what I was playing. I was listening to you.
Thanks,
man. Yeah, but you know, it's so great to see you. You look great too.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. Oh boy.
All the people over here in Dubai have eyebrows like you.
Yeah, the Arab guys at the stores asked me if I'm Arab. I said, no, I'm Jamaican.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's good to see your sister too, Pam, you know?
Yes.
And your niece. Yeah, that's so nice. Yeah, I have a whole bunch of relatives in England that born there that I haven't even met them yet in person.
Wow.
Yeah.
One day after COVID, take a visit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh boy. So you're doing some new stuff now, Audrey?
I'm going to be.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, man, you should. You know, you can't leave that great talent and let it go to waste.
Thank you. I'm trying.
Yeah, you got to. All right, so enjoy and stay safe.
Thank you.
Stay safe. Yeah, nice program.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome.
At this point want to come to Mr. Jerry Harris. Mr. Jerry Harris.
Yeah, man. Yes. Can anybody see me?
We can see you.
Okay,
I'm going to add you to the... hold on. Let me see if I can get Jerry. I can't actually see him right now.
He's there. 10 Star is there.
Jerry, I'm in the...
how you I see him now. There we go.
Audrey?
I am
Can you... Yeah, well, it's nice...
My gosh, look at your face. It looks the same.
I mean, but you look at you, Audrey. Audrey, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, you look like you're ready for the stage.
You see it?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
For real,
Jerry. Like I could just put you on stage right now.
Oh, compliment. Thank you.
Yes, you know, I mean, over the years living in New York and knowing you as a person, that's why I could speak good about you and encourage you. And it doesn't matter about like your success. It's about the kind of person you are.
Thank you.
Because, you know, success goes along with characters. You know what I mean? Yes. And the way I could speak about you is just good things, not just about your music. The kind of person that you are and how you interact with others and, you know, have this kind of way about recognizing others. It's not like, oh, well, I got a hit. I don't talk to this one or that one. You know what I mean? It's like you just seems like you didn't do anything. You know what I mean? Like if somebody say, yeah, that's the girl that sing one dance. She said, "Oh, I didn't know you know that." No. Audrey never
yesterday, Jerry.
One thing about Audrey I could say, she never takes credit and be like she's better or something like that. Yeah, if someone gave her the recognition, then she accepted, but she never go around like bouncing around. You know, some people that make a hit, they bouncing around like they special. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the
but
wickedest thing.
you know what I mean? She just be herself. Just be herself. You know. Hey, 10 Star. I want you maybe touch a couple of those tracks that you said you was gonna let her hear it, because that project that I call Audrey on, because I believe in her. The Japanese, they gave me this project to do. And sadly, you know, after this great project, the producer, the person that coordinated the project in the earthquake, he passed away. Not from the earthquake, but, you know, he was a smoker, but he had a lung cancer and he never survived. So that project didn't like kind of well promoted. But, you know, it's cover songs, so it's not our songs. We just perform on it, you know? But Audrey,
who was the producer that passed away?
You know, he's not a producer, he's a promoter. He connect with Sonny and them with Japan Splash. So he gave me that project to say, hey, you guys could take the 70s song and do them over, you know what I mean? But then after we delivered that project, he passed away, and then the earthquake came, and then the office got to close and the label shut down and all kind of things happened. So it went out, but it didn't get promoted the way it should because of the earthquake. You know what I mean? And he passed away in the middle of the earthquake.
Oh my goodness.
He was on tour with a different Japanese group and he felt sick and he never lasted that long. He just passed away.
This happened in Japan?
In Japan, yeah.
Oh,
but you remember you did a duet with Gino Morris. He was the background singer for Mariah Carey when she first started.
Yeah.
The American guy, yeah. 10 Star, can you touch a piece for her, man?
Yeah, man. All right, take a listen.
Yeah.
It seems like Miss Audrey did a lot of
right? I don't even remember.
I'm telling you, Audrey, you did a fantastic job on that track.
Beautiful.
You and Gino. You and Gino did and guess what? That was all live, band. Live. Nothing computer. Everything was live.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Everything. All the track was live. Live playing. Live. We went right down. We played live. And then you came in. Trust me.
I'm going to send that to Reggae Global 24/7.
Absolutely, yeah. And then you have When Will I See You Again? Yeah. When will I see you again?
That one
Right. You did a fantastic job, trust me. I think some of your family member was in there with you doing the background that day, that night, actually, you know? Yeah. But, you know, like I said, you know, the work continues. And like, you know, my recommendation as a person that in the business for so long, The only thing I found that most artists didn't do, they don't try to hone their masters. And that's something that if you don't invest in yourself, someone run away with your investment. You understand what I'm saying? So even though someone might take it to another level, but there comes a time where you got to take control of your destiny. Because everyone who say, hey, come on my ship, I can sail you here, I can take you there. But guess what? You could be your own captain too, if you have the resources. And most time when we have the resources, what we do is like intend to drift off to something else than put it into yourself. You know what I mean?
You know what I did? You know what I did with some of my resources? While working, I noticed that a lot of my co-workers, they would have 2 jobs, you know?
Right.
And so when I got a lump sum of money, I just put it down on an investment property so that I could do 1 job and let that investment grow.
Right.
You know?
Right. That was very smart.
I put it down on another investment property. And so I have that going on as well.
Right.
And Sharon.
That's very good.
That's another part of me that I didn't talk about.
Well, what really good
painting and fixing up too, like a workman.
Right. But you know, but you know, yeah, but you know, on the serious note, on the music side of it, a lot of artists don't know how much they worth as far as what's out there for them. So what really happens if you don't pursue it, other people just grabbing whatever you're supposed to get. It's like you didn't know you have a farm over here and somebody going over there taking all the fruits off. Yeah. So you're not paying attention that you did have a farm. You know what I mean?
My sister tells me that too, you know, because she pays.
Absolutely.
You know, one of the things that we must also remember is that the industry is only allowing you to claim back as far back as, I think, 6 or 7 years, nothing more than that. Yeah. So if you are owed more than 6 or 7 years, you ain't gonna get it.
Well, what really happened here in the digital world, people reproducing your stuff, like putting it on digital platform. So it's like a fresh start. Because remember, you did start with vinyl and they kind of like put it out again. So it's a new beginning.
Well, you know, I think I did a show a couple of weeks ago and I was sharing with the fact that a person that I know, William Hart of the Delphonics, he shared with me that what he did was he re-recorded his stuff, right? His musical works. And what he did was he put it on a different platform, renamed it, different kind of, you know, if it was like Lala means I love you, he renamed it something else. And he was selling himself on his own platform. Yeah. And it's better. Yeah. And one of the things he encouraged everyone to do is not to buy any of his music from iTunes because he felt that he was being swindled.
Yeah, I got you. But you know, but still, you know, like even for Audrey, she got her music on vinyl and now maybe it's on digital. That's a new beginning. That's a whole new beginning.
But there's a large chunk of her music which is not on iTunes because, I mean, she's been sharing with us, she's got a barrage of like a couple of albums, which I've done my own homework. And I see these albums are not anywhere to be seen.
But then sometimes, guess what? Sometimes other people might license it out and put it on different label. And if you don't do the research, you might be selling it into another country and somebody pressed vinyl with you and you didn't know anything about it.
Right.
Yeah, because you don't follow up, you know what I mean? So these are the things that really happen. Because, you know, if you don't have anybody that have your interest and monitoring your actual music your music business, then you too busy doing other things trying to survive. So you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So those are the things that happen, you know? But
Jerry for manager.
But you know what? But it's not stop here for Audrey. It's not stop here for Audrey. The river gonna keep running. Trust me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So definitely. And you know what? I want to say hello to Pamal. You know?
Queen.
Well, you know, I met her once, but I never get to really interact with her. I met her at the reggae awards that Clinton Lindsay did put on in New York, and we were the band, and your brother Raymond came, Audrey was on it, and that's the time I get to meet you, you know? I met you at that time.
Oh,
but
you
I
mean
never...
Japan Splash?
No, reggae, the reggae award in New York Reggae Awards. Tamika, the first one. Pamal was on it, Raymond was on it, Audrey was on it. I think JC Lodge, I don't remember who else was on it. But that's the only time
Sugar Minot.
Right. Yeah.
Tiger.
No, that was Japan Splash. That was Japan Splash you're talking about. Yeah. But I was at that one in Japan Splash with Tiger and Sugar and all that people, you know? But I love your sister voice as well. Don't get jealous now, Audrey. I love Tom Hall voice as well.
I love her voice.
Oh my God. Trust me. You know what? For me personally, you know what happened? You know one thing about Jamaica itself as a country?
Right.
People don't give the people the recognition that they do. They go after like, because this one singing with that one is like, you're more important. But they're not checking the talent. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, the I-Trees, they sing with Bob Marley. People look at that. But then you have other singers that dominate those vocals.
Yeah.
But they don't look at that because they think they're just in the back or whatever. But then actually, if you do a stage and you have those people on it, certain singers just dominate some other singers. Because they have the talent.
Yeah.
But it's all about this you know, whoever you were with or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's what it is. That's how the business works. You know, people give you recognition from who you was with or who you work with, but some people just don't have the talent. You know, it's just about that. Yes, Audrey, so we'll definitely connect. And I will keep up with you and I'll make sure that you following up with the procedures.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes, I will.
And trust me, if you're not following up, I'm gonna just like,
he's coming for you.
Me.
You're anointed and appointed.
He's coming for you.
Yes. By the way, Jared is the one who taught me how to do the moonwalk back in the day. And I was he had this way to show me exactly how to do it. And I love that.
We were in the same band. We were gigging in the same band, getting our little money on the weekend, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was fun though. It was fun. It was fun. Yeah.
Thank you,
all right,
Jerry.
Audrey. All right. Take care and say your sisters and the daughter have a nice one.
Yeah.
And I'm looking for a daughter to be out there doing her thing too as well.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Have a blessed one. All right.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thanks,
all right.
Jerry.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Let's give
Look at daughter and mommy. The daughter relaxing with mommy. She love her mommy.
That's it.
Bye-bye. All right. Have a good one, right?
Nice
all
one.
right. It was nice interview. Take care.
Thank you.
Let's come to Miss Pam Hall.
Yeah.
Let's give the word to Miss Pam Hall if there's nobody else to say a couple of words before we round up this show.
Okay, I would. There's two people on here that I would love to see. I see June Persad, even just to say hello, June. You don't have to stay on and talk if you're shy. And Gloria Price. schoolmates from London,
Oh,
from my
Oh,
London
wow.
days.
Oh, look at that.
15 years old we were.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi.
Good to see you.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. You're looking lovely.
Thank you.
It's been a long time.
I know. It's been a long time since I've seen you.
Uh-huh. It's great to see you though.
Great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, June. Thank you, June.
Gloria, are you Gloria's
my brother Raymond?
Who else did Miss Pam Audrey Hall mention?
Raymond is a great singer too, you know. Raymond.
Yes, he apparently said his headphones, something to do with his headphones.
Okay.
So he can hear you, but he can't interact.
So then let me
tell us about Raymond, because he's somewhat of a mystery figure in our history. Talk to us about Raymond Hall, your brother.
When Pam and I were singing, Raymond was so young, you know. He wasn't, I didn't even know that he could sing until I went to visit Jamaica while I was working in London.
Right.
I told you the Ministry of Health, I was working there.
Yeah.
Having been away from Jamaica for about 7 years, and I went back, and there was Raymond grown up, not as tall as he is now, but he was coming up.
Yeah.
And Pam and I were doing some harmonies, and he joined right in with the third harmony. I said, "What? You can do it too," you know.
Oh.
And I wish he could talk, but he's got some good friends like
right.
The band that did the song "Get Flat Boom."
Oh,
everybody get flat.
That's fire.
Everybody get flat.
Everybody get flat.
Those are good friends of his, and then he had a band similar to their band.
Yeah.
That's the Brownie Bunch. Brownie's brother.
No.
Blood Fire Posse. Blood Fire
Posse.
Yes.
That's it.
I can give you more information on that side because they were all in Jamaica, you know, while I was in London.
Okay.
So Pam knows that history more about Raymond, you know.
Right.
But yeah, he came with me to Japan too, and background vocals for me on stage.
Right.
And his voice is beautiful. And you're gonna get some of his music.
Yeah. We have to get him on. So I'm gonna be liaising with you to get Raymond on because he's
definitely
shared.
Yes. A matter of fact.
Thank you for that. Let's come over to Sister Pam Hall.
Okay. Well, Audrey is one of the very few people who have known me all my life.
Who what? Who have known you. Who has known you all your life? Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Always been a super talented lady. She used to write poetry first, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
From she was going to Vauxhall. Don't know if she did it before that. But my earliest memory of her doing poetry was at Vauxhall.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was just a natural development. We used to sing harmonies together as children. And we did realize that it was kind of rare back then.
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
Right now we have children singing like superstars because they're so exposed to it now online.
Yeah. Yes. But true. That's true.
Yeah. But I remember one day we were in Clarendon. I don't know if you remember this, Audrey. And we were passing a house, and we heard some children singing harmonies. And we looked at each other in amazement, like, yeah, they can do it. Ooh, wow. You remember that?
No, I don't. Wow.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, man. But
Yeah.
but we always sang together. Remember Chris Stanley Audrey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You used to see us singing in Vineyard Town, which I had no memory of. But Audrey went with me to his studio one night, and then they recognized each other.
No.
From Wellington Town Primary.
This tall, handsome man came in, and he was the owner of the studio and the owner of two, here we go with the Rolls Royces again. He had a studio called Music Mountain. And he came in, and I just thought, oh, that's a nice looking guy, you know. I didn't particularly remember him at all. And then somebody was having trouble with their car outside the studio, and he went to help. And he's bending down, looking into the engine, and a memory just came to me immediately. I said, that's Chris Stanley from junior, from you know, school, when I was like 8 years old, just fresh from London. And I said, do you remember me, Chris? Do you remember when I came to Rollington Town School? And you sat beside me and you wanted to itch up next to me? 8-year-old itch up.
Itch up, you know.
Itch up, she's saying no.
I moved down on the bench and he moved right back next to me. I moved down some more. I mean, he wants me to fall off the other end. But I tell you why that happened. I was the new kid in town and I just came from England. So I had this little Cockney accent, you know?
Oh, right. Yeah.
The Jamaican kids were like, where you come from? I'm from England for true.
Yeah.
Come here, come listen to her. She's so nice. You see, come here, come ask her what she name. Your name is I'm Audrey. Lord have mercy, come here. Listen how she talk nice. Oh, and they followed me around the schoolyard and they wanted to beside me in class, Chris Stanley being one of them. He wanted to sit beside me. No, and I said, oh my gosh, I was so shy, I couldn't take it. The other person I know that was as shy as me was Tafina before Pam, because Pam was shy too, but not like Tafina. Me and Taf were like, oh, his children, so innocent, you know? And Lord, where you live? Down the road and around the corner. Oh, it was too much. And I had to change. I had to change my accent. And slowly but surely, I changed it so that it wasn't so blatantly British, you know, so that I could come and go without being harangued, you know, on the school ground and in the classroom. Oh,
and I know quite a couple of people who went through that phase as well. Richard Johnson, who went to school with Sharon, went through that same phase. Yeah.
There you go. And then, so by the time I left Jamaica, I had a Jamaican accent, right? With good grammar, but it was a Jamaican accent.
Was it a put on one? Put on one?
It wasn't put on, you know.
A real one.
It was my. I was willing myself toward the Jamaican, the Jamaican dialect, you know. Natural progression.
Right.
And then I went back to England at 15 and picked it right back up.
Right up, yeah. Never fails.
I'm talking, and this teacher asked me, so we have a new girl. Stand up and tell us your name. And I said, Audrey Hall. They said, H-A-L-L? I said, no, H-A-L-L. Never, I'm saying, Hall, where did she get the W from? But she double L, 2 L. I felt so silly after when I realized what she was saying. So I progressed back into the British way of speaking.
Right.
And then I went to New York, and they said, oh, she's from England, man. I said, oh, you're so fine. What's your name? I said, Audrey. So, oh, Audrey, wow. Can I take you out? Can I take you to dinner? Oh, I don't think so. I don't have time for that. Is she for real, man? She for real? Damn. English, wow. But you look just like a sister. You just look like a sister, like us. I said, of course. We all handsome. Damn, man.
You look so like us,
But it's true. But something, Audrey, it's so true, because I think I still get that even now. But when I first came to America,
yes,
they thought, wait, do people like us really exist?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At first they didn't like
But Sharon, you've been 40 years in US, 40, right?
Yeah, but
and you refuse to have the twang. Why is that?
I refuse to have the twang because I like to hear the sound of my voice. I'm not trying to copy this one or that one, right? That's
right. And my case is I can't take the attention. It's too much attention.
Good.
I went to work at a university, and they said, one of the things that we want you to do is to answer the phone. So I answer the phone, I would say, Professor Smith's office, Audrey here. And they would say, oh, are you from England? No, are you from England?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, professors coming from here and there, coming to see Professor Smith because they want to see the English secretary.
Yes. That's about right.
And they took me to tea, and all these professors are sitting down asking me about England,
Yeah.
And what did I do in England? So I worked with the Ministry of Health. I said, oh, okay, that's interesting, and just asking me stuff just to hear me talk. I just can't take it. And so I naturally, if you hear how I speak now, it's a mixture of Jamaican, it's got English mixed in.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my words, like the British take the word character. The British say character.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't come and say, oh, it's not the character. They say character. You mean character?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and certain pronunciations like that, like you say schedule.
Yeah.
They schedule here,
Yeah.
And then the spelling too. I had to change around my spelling in English.
Me too.
Center is C-E-N-T-R-E. In America, it's C-E-N-T-E-R.
Right.
All little things like that. But my accent is now mixed. It's three mixed into one. So when I go to England, they say, "Are you American then?" No, I'm from here. So what happened to your accent then, I said, I don't know. I just speak the way I speak,
Yeah.
And then in America, they say, do I detect a British accent?
Yeah.
Yeah. And some people say, are you from the islands or something?
Yes.
You sound,
Yeah.
Right.
So it's amazing.
Wow.
It's an international living. So if I go to Jamaica, a foreigner,
Yeah, you're
watch
foreign.
Watch her in step. A foreigner that she'll walk like she in a hurry.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
And then here I'm not fully anything. I'm not American, so I'm still a foreigner.
Right.
And when I go to England, what happened to your accent then? You from America, So that's my life.
I want to say how much of a wonderful conversation this has been on our show today. Just raising awareness of who you are, what you've done. I've learned a lot from your musical history and journey. And I think a lot of us have, Have you enjoyed yourself on our show today?
Oh, so much. So much. I enjoyed it, definitely.
That sounds like a breath of fresh air.
Sounds like it to me.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I want to thank you.
Say a quick hi to Hazel, and I said hi to June already, and Gloria Price. Used to sit together in school. Hi, Gloria. Hope to see you over here. I heard you might be coming.
Hey.
And Evelyn Germain, thank you. Welcome.
Evelyn Germain.
There's Samuel Johnson. Oh, Sam. That's Lorna's brother, I'm sure. Welcome, Sam. Sharon. That's Sharon right here. Who else? I saw quite a few people. Thank you. Thanks, Michael. Thanks, Mazine Bab, for coming to the Zoom meeting. I appreciate every one of you so much. Thank you very much.
Let me ask you a question before we run
General.
How important are your fan base to you?
Extremely, absolutely extremely important, and very flattering to know that there are people out there that like my music. Really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
What can your fans expect from you in the future? What can we expect, your fan base?
I'm going to be putting out more music. In the meantime, if they can continue to enjoy my music, I'd appreciate it very much. Put out in the past, the last one being Reggae Zones. And I will be coming with new music soon.
For some reason, I feel that the best is yet to come, because when I heard you say, boy, give me some raw beat, some heavyweight beat, I'm saying, yes.
Don't make one tame stuff, because my voice is not a raw cha voice.
You know it.
Don't make
and I find your voice and Pam's voice is similar in that it's still relevant in today's dancehall, as we call it today.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, that's for sure.
Can we expect some duets with you and Pam?
Well, you never
know. Tafina.
Tafina too, yes.
And my daughter too. She has a wicked voice.
Yeah. Wow. A little family thing,
Yeah. Family thing, yeah, man. The whole family.
I love it. Love it.
But speaking of duet, we do have a trio with me, Pam, and Raymond.
Okay.
Oh,
What's
what
the
a
name
fool
of that
I've
song?
been. Oh, what
How
a
does
fool
it go?
Pam, you want to join me? I think
The
we did.
delay is gonna make it awkward. You might have to sing it.
I'm tired, so tired of you. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Yeah.
So hurt cause baby you let me down. You used to be so good to me. I let you get your hooks in me. Oh, what a fool I've been. You can't hurt me again. I think I sent it to you on that list of music that I sent.
Yeah, what is it called?
Oh, what a fool I've been.
Oh, what a fool. Okay.
I sang that song, you know, on Sunday gone.
Okay,
Huh?
I don't have
Oh,
it
you
here.
did? Wow.
Yeah, in a group. In a group,
Did-
yes.
Okay. Kingston Ladies?
No, we were doing a tribute to Karen Smith, who passed recently.
Yes.
One of the songs we used to sing whenever I sang with group.
Man,
So
really? That would have been awesome.
That was Jem, myself, and another singer, Katrina.
Oh, awesome.
I'll send you the link if it's still up there. Because it was
okay.
Streamed.
Okay. You don't have that there with you, 10 Star?
Yeah, I've got Pam on my
People are always asking me to do a duet, me and Pam. But that one is there, you know,
brilliant.
with our brother. So
we do more when you come to Jamaica, Audrey, in June. Huh? We'll do more when you come to Jamaica in June.
Oh, okay. We're hoping to be in Jamaica in June for the jazz festival in.
Okay, right.
Mm-hmm.
Collaboration time.
Huh?
You and Maritza coming?
Maritza, I was talking to one of the organizers, and I told him yes, I'd be there. But Maritza, she finishes school. School closes June 30th.
Okay.
No elasticity. You gotta be there till the 30th. So I don't think that she's gonna make it.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go over to Sharon Mango to close us out.
Okay. Miss Audrey Hall, what can I say? We have learned so much today about your journey.
Sorry.
How about that? Tell you I drop jewels now. Okay, before you drop the jewels, Miss Audrey Hall, thank you so much for coming on this show. It has been an experience. It has been fun. You are hilarious, as Tafina said. You're too funny without even knowing that you're funny. You're too funny. and I think it just goes with your whole personality, the simple fact that, you know what I mean? The sound of your voice is just angelic, and there's the other side, like, you don't mess with her. No bother ramp with her, neither. She not your kid. She know about it. I just admire that about you. Thank you for all what you've transposed with us today. It has been an honor. Let alone your sisters in the house too. It's just an honor to have the Audrey Hall sisters and the brother with us today. It is truly a blessing. I wish you well. I pray to meet you guys, to have the opportunity just to sit with you and just reason one day in person. I pray for that day to happen. But in the meantime, God bless you on your continuous journeys. We look forward to what's coming. Whatever's coming, you all got coming out. We look forward to hearing all of that. And
Thank
We'd
you.
love to have you back again when something else comes up.
Thank you so much, Sharon.
Yes, my
and now I know you're a home girl. Are you in New York or
yeah, I'm
UK?
actually New Jersey.
Oh, you're in New Jersey.
I'm in New Jersey. Yeah, I used to live in New York, but yeah.
Tri-state area. Yeah,
Yes,
you're a homie.
I'm a home girl too. So you know what I mean. When you come in, make sure you keep the links. We come check you.
Definitely.
Right?
And Sharon Mango sent a message to Tafina, says she had come on the show too,
I
you know.
told her already, but Tafina, you want me? I said no, sister. You want me? I said no.
Tafina, and she bad, you know, she bad like.
Listen, Tafina.
Yeah.
The young people, them they fear about you. You see it? Enough I fear about you. Look at this beautiful girl next to her mother.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, man, something to work on.
Watch out, watch out.
There's something.
Oh, watch out. Watch out, watch out. All right.
We got so much feedback from Techway yourself.
I'm going to close out with 2 songs.
Crazy about this girl's voice, you know?
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. I'm very excited for you, Tina. On a serious note, we would love to have you on the show as well. We need to get the young people on board to hear your journey. You're coming from musical legends. You are coming from musical legends. So enough things for chat about. Enough.
Sharon,
you.
Thank you, Miss Audrey Hall. Thank you, Miss Pam Hall, Tafina, and everybody else who contributed to the show today. Well, many of you that are here to listen to the show.
Raymond.
Yeah, way.
Salute.
Salute. Uncle Raymond.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm going to close on 2 songs, right? The first song I'm going to close on is Fade Away. And you're going to hear Miss Pam Hall chanting like Buju Montana and whoever and whoever and whoever. A wicked chant. Anyway, and then we're going to close the show with Tafina's song, which is Take Care of Yourself. Because at some point she's coming on our show. Yes. All right. Take a listen. This is Fade Away with Audrey Hall. Let's see.
One of my
Talk, always talking on the telephone line. What a waste of time. Don't you want to have a good time? You can't have it on the telephone line. Don't you want to see my face? A phone call alone is such a damn disgrace. Our love is fading away, and I won't see you today. Instead of taking a walk over to my place, all you do is talk. Fade away. Our love is fading away now. Fade away. Fading away. Fade away. Oh, the love is fading. You say I set your soul on fire, but you keep on telling me on the telephone wire. Tell me, what kind of man will be so satisfied with a telephone bill? Our love has taken a fall, 'cause all you do is call. Instead of taking a walk over to my place, all you do is talk. Fade away. Ooh, my love is fading fast. Fade away. Oh.
Bless you.
Everything is running while I'm tearing up my hair on the telephone line. If you're gonna tell me that this is no telling what I'll do, this you better tell me on the telephone line. You say I set your soul on fire, but you keep on telling me on the telephone. Pull it up again, pull it up again, pull it up again.
This is Pamho's daughter, Tafina. Take care yourself. I'll take care of myself.
My voice makes me weak. All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me do what send me a pick a flea. Me have to take away me self. Me have to take away me self. Me have to hide like a thief in the night. Me have to get out the side. Me have to take away myself. I have to take away myself. I have to utilize I weeds. Surely I clean her ease. I said, yeah, I find you very hard to resist. With this relationship I'm gonna desist.
What a true bad, not true. It
God. Yes, Tafina. She's like, what? Yes. Love it. Love it.
Thank you.
Love it. Absolutely. We look forward to what's coming.
Love the song. Love the song. Love it. Love it.
Love it.
Thank you.
Very.
Trust me, that's another upcoming star right there. Trust me.
Yeah,
she got the flavor, she got the voice, she got everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're looking forward.